Now the Grandpa Jones interview. I'm Leon Mach. We are at the fairgrounds. We are in the traveling home, the get-to-the show vehicle of Grandpa Jones, star of hee-haw, of records and music industry in general for many, many years. And Grandpa Jones, how are you doing?
Outrageous, Leon.
By golly. I wasn't about to open it up and say, what's for supper, because I know you probably heard that, I think, 3 times, haven't you, since you left?
Well, just so they holler it when I get on the stage. That's
right.
all.
I was looking at the liner notes on the back of one of your albums just today, and it said that you had said that that's mostly what you hear at least once or more times through a show wherever you appear, because it's such a popular thing from the hee-haw show.
Yeah.
How long have you been in this business?
Oh, Lord, 43 years. I started in Akron, Ohio in 1929 on the air there, and I started playing shows out pretty soon. And
when you get a chance to get off the road, where is home? Whenever you ever
about
see it.
18 miles north of Nashville. I got a place out in the country, you know.
People who come to see the show are going to be surprised because that grandpa image you have on TV comes across quite well, making you look older than what you are. You're a much younger
well,
fellow
not
than
much.
You're a much younger fellow than the Grandpa Jones image, but
I used to could, take all of it off and fool them. You know, I could walk around, they didn't know me, but now getting too old, they know me now.
I saw right up in Billboard, this last issue of Billboard, that showed where you were appearing. They said you had to go to Vancouver this coming Sunday, and Roseburg and Grants Pass and all around the Northwest here. And
you mean I got in Billboard?
You bet. Yeah, I showed Harmon the article. The Hee Haw show is a well-watched show in this area. It's on good time. It's on early in the early evening, and it's a regularly watched program around here, and that's going to create a good response for you because you've been of a star stature for many, many years. You're a member of the Grand Ole Opry, aren't you?
Yes. Yeah.
And not just anybody becomes a member, we understand.
Well, when I become a member, I don't think you had to have a very big record. Of course, I never did have one. But I think they just figured that, they needed a little comedy or something. And I think that's the way I got into it.
We look forward to watching your show, and we're glad you're here, and I'm sure you'll have a good response from the people. And thanks for coming our way, and thanks for talking to us.
Just to tell you the truth, Leon, we've all went to get the oil change and stuff like that, and I remarked to him, he did to me, how nice people were here. It's a little bit different from other places. I don't know why. They just seem like they're a little bit nicer.
You'll find this part of the country people are a lot nicer to you.
Yes, sir.
They haven't been spoiled
They're not
yet.
in a hurry. That's the big thing that makes people act bad is because they're in a hurry.
They're good folks. They don't have that hustle bustle, and they don't pressure you too much. And
it's sort of refreshing.
Betcha. Well, we're glad you had a good impression so far, and thank you very much.
Thank you,
Grandpa Jones. Good luck with your show,
Thank
and
you.
maybe we can talk to you again sometime.
All right.
And we'll play lots of your records.
Okay.
All righty. Bye-bye.
I started singing professionally back in 1956 in nightclubs and joints or whatever you want to call them. Not big dances, but, wherever you could park your guitar and get paid for it. I started with country, and then in 56, 57, rock and roll came on, and I still always kept a little country repertoire. In my repertoire, I already had country songs from when I started, so I always kept them. Valdemar Huerta. Freddie, I just grabbed it off the air, and Fender, I got it off the instrument I was playing. My real name is Valdemar Huerta because I am of Mexican origin. San Benito, Texas, 20 miles north of the mouth of the Rio Grande, between Mexico and the United States. I'm beginning to think there's something wrong with me because I have not reacted to it at all. As a matter of fact, I'm looking to it, towards it as more work because really, since my record started hitting, I cannot even go out to a movie or anything because, people recognize me. They didn't used to, even in my hometown, in Corpus Christi, I used to go to the movies all the time 6 months ago. I could go to the movies, and now I can't take my wife and kids out because they point and everything. And I'm making more money and all, but still, the only thing I can see in my success is more work, more traveling, more time away from my family. And that's about it. I don't see it as something material yet. Maybe I will later. I hope not. But I met Huey in 1963 while he was heading a package. He was promoting a package of stars in Texas, and we talked about maybe him recording me. And I did not follow through, and I didn't see him again till '71 in Houston. And that's when I started recording some songs with him with his local label, but nothing happened. We just kept on doing it. I recorded about 2 albums until he gave me that song Before the Next Teardrop Falls to record, and that did it. I don't set my goals very high because I hate to be disappointed, but I know that I can do some television, like, a chit-chat television like with Dinah Shore or with Dick Clark. I don't know about acting, like, I'll give it a try, I'll tell you that. But I'm looking forward to some more television and probably some bigger bookings.